First off, how did you start? What got you into it? Was it UFC like everyone else, or?
No, my boy Bean, who I skated with, he was already training at our old gym, and then I skated by one day when I was going from Love Park to Sub-Zero, which is a story pretty much. It's out there, you know what I mean? And then he stepped out of the gym one day just when I happened to be skating by, and he called me over and then introduced me to Steve Maxwell, and I literally went upstairs, checked it out, went back the next day, and never stopped.
Man, and Steve Maxwell is one of those, like, for the people who don't know, like old school exercise geniuses. I mean, like, aside from just jiu-jitsu, right? He does like the Max Fit stuff and the...
Yeah, he did everything. He was like ahead of the game on the kettlebells, the sandbags, all that stuff. So he had us all in sick shape back in the day as like kids and stuff too. It was way beyond jiu-jitsu for sure.
Right. So like, aside from the guys that you train with, who were you looking to for like your game? Like, were you getting the VHS cassettes in? Were you getting
Absolutely. I still have all my VHS cassettes from all like the Brazilian tournaments back in the day. I have all like the On the Mat used to put out like VHS tickets all the time. I have a bunch of those. So basically my style was straight up Steve Maxwell. Takedown, hard guard pass, head in the face, be ruthless. And just like, that's really where I came from. Like, he had a nice technical game too, but you just didn't see like that bottom aspect very much because like it was so hard to put him on his back in the day. He was like that original dude that was so hard to score on even as he was getting older, you know? So that's kind of where I picked that style up from. And you know, and we were going to Brazil by like 98, 99. So we were there like starting to train with guys and stuff and seeing different aspects of the game. So that's definitely what you know, I'd give it all the credit to Steve Maxwell's just grinding style, wrestling, grinding, mean, you know, there to fight.
What keeps you motivated to compete so much, bro? Like,
I mean, I love the challenge. I love like the feeling of like imposing my game. You know what I'm saying? I love the feeling of getting your hand raised. I love being on the podium. You know what I mean? And losses come too, but those losses help motivate you to stay out there as well. The drive isn't as strong as it used to be. Don't get me wrong. More selective now on what I want to compete in and this and that, you know, because it becomes expensive too. You know what I mean? You're doing these tournaments, running around. You got other responsibilities and stuff now. But like, I don't know, just the challenge and just the fun. You know, it's something like, I don't care how old I am or how old I become. I still want to get out there and challenge myself, you know. And I believe this, and I've never had that pressure of like the students like judging you for a win or a loss, because it's like guys worry about that. Like if you lose, your students are going to leave you. That shit never existed here, you know. So it's fun. The best part is the preparation, training with the guys, training with the team, being a part of the preparation with your crew, then all getting out there together that's got to be the best thing.
And so your school's been there a long time. You're pretty much the school in Philly. Who you got from your school that everyone should be looking out for? I know Nick is like a beast, man. I actually had the pleasure of rolling with him.
Yeah, everybody knows Nick Calviniste. They know Billy Walk. They know Basketball Mike. We got so many newer guys coming up, like Dirty Nate Twer. We call him the Dirt. He reminds me of your mustache right now too.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Yeah, it's good.
The fresh stash, bro.
But yeah, we got Dirt coming up. We got Jack Tank coming up. The Tank is good. He won. Both of those guys won their belts, Fight to Win. Jack won it at brown belt, but he just recently got black. But I think he went 6-0 or 7-0 in Fight to Win.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we got a bunch of dudes coming up. You'll see. As soon as we get through this quarantine nonsense, which is not nonsense, it's necessary.
But like, it is necessary. But I feel you. Still,
as soon as we get through it, you're going to see these boys back at it.
So then, talking about athletes, bro, can't talk to you without talking about JT. What's your connection, man? Because I mean, like I said, a lot of guys don't really know. We know who JT is, you know. But if you guys see him at Fight to Win in Philly, Jared's sitting in his corner. You know what I mean? And JT's always repping your crew, the TAC crew. You know what I mean? The TAC team. Tell us a little bit about that. Tell us a little bit about JT.
So JT started training with me when he was a brown belt. He would come up to our school from North Jersey. He'd drive sometimes like 3-4 times a week with his father, you know, like 2-3 hour drive each way just to get some hard training in. Cause like during that time we were probably, I mean, he was looking for something specific back then and we had it, what he was looking for, that more competition oriented, harder rounds. So it was a natural progression, you know, and he switched over to me as a brown belt, and then you know, it took off. All of us together, we took off together, and then I promoted him to black belt along with Jay Hayes the same day in 2009. And then we've had that tight relationship ever since. Team wise, we've all gone like separate ways a little bit, but family wise, we never went separate ways. Yeah. So like he's still representing Atos. I'm doing my thing with tag team jiu-jitsu, but we're still all one. We train together, we stick together. At least me and JT and our teams for sure. We have that tight bond that I don't think's ever really going to be cracked. You know, it's way deeper than just a team name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. And that name comes from the Thursday afternoon crew, right? That was like Thursday afternoon crew. Get together on Thursdays and just smash on each other. Yep, we'd smash on each other. You know, we had a sick crew, and that's where the name came from. And so, look, if you guys are ever around Philly, you guys got to go check out Jared's school, BJJ United. There's no easy rounds there, man. I brought my crew out one time, and we all left like, whoo. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's not even going crazy. It's not even going super hard. It's just the pressure. It's the pressure. And you know what I mean? Like, once you can overcome that pressure, it's going to help your cardio and help your strength conditioning, and then you just adapt to it. That's all it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's guys that just keep coming and don't take any rounds off, and they're not sideline stalking, and we're just out there having fun, whether you're a competitor or not. Now, especially, like we were talking, you can't even – the idea of a street fight is, like, hilarious to me. Yeah. You know, like, people have asked, like, hey, have you ever used your jiu-jitsu in the street? And like, no, man, because you're just going to go to jail. Like, so the last one that actually happened at our school was in 2008. So in my current location, I had a dude like who kept coming in disturbing my school like 2-3 days in a row. He was obviously there's something wrong with him. Right. He kept coming in, wanting to get on the mat. And finally, like one day, it was in the middle of class, he came in and disturbed it. And I was like, you know what? I have this motherfucker sign a waiver. I'm tired of it. Like, this dude just wants to fight. So I'm like, let's just get this done with. And he was fresh out of the penitentiary from Florida, he said. And one of my students wanted to fight him. I was like, no, I'm not going to put you in risk. This dude was huge, big jack dude. So I was like, fuck it, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So I put the dude on the mat. We fist fought. I knocked his tooth out with a knee. Same situation. The intercepting knee, yeah. But like, and he kind of wanted to stop after the knee. But I was so enraged that this dude like came into my school disturbing it. The fight kept going, and the fight spilled into the front lobby. It spilled into the front of the school, into the street, and then he chased me back in with a knife. So I ran up my office and I chased him back out with something else. And then the police ended up coming. Somebody called the police. Right. So someone freaked out. Yeah, someone freaked out. So see what I'm saying? Like it doesn't end now. So homeboy's in cuffs in the front of my school. All right, he still had active warrants from other places when they ran him. So he's literally in cuffs with his hand behind his back. He goes, dude, just shake my hand. All I wanted to say is all good. It's all good. So I was like, all right, man, good fight, no problem. But like the medics had to come and check my knee because his tooth was lodged in my knee, and like make sure it didn't get infected. I had to get shots, and I was like, dude, this ain't worth it, you know. But I lost it because homeboy came in, disrupted my program, and I was just like, man, whatever. So that hope, you know, he asked for it, you know. He asked for it. You gave him what he wanted, you know. But at the same time, now there's always that dude out there who's missing a tooth. So and he could be looking in the mirror thinking so I'm always like, you know what I mean? You never know when the dude's going to pop back up. Those things don't end, man. That's the thing, man. People don't understand, like, unless you've been in a couple, like, for real dust-ups, like, someone's coming back for you. You're going to get in trouble with the police. You're going to do this. So it's really not worth it. I'd rather nowadays if someone just came in, I just tell them to step off. And if they don't step off, they're just going to get escorted out by the crew. So you mentioned actually kind of one thing, and then the other thing I want to talk about, but you came from like different subcultures, right? Like these kind of underground subcultures. You mentioned skateboarding. I know you were heavy into skateboarding. And then I also know personally you are still involved and were very involved in hardcore in Philadelphia. Yep. And your school is kind of like become like this hub for like hardcore. You know what I mean? And so for the people who have no idea, man, do you see the connection between those subcultures like hardcore and jiu-jitsu and skateboarding and all that? Like, yeah, absolutely. Because like jiu-jitsu, just like the rest of those, like you're not going to be judged by your style, how you present yourself. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, how you present yourself, but like, you know, it's not like how much money you have. Or... Right. It doesn't. There's no race. There's no religion. There's no background, where you come from. Everybody's accepted on those mats. Just like if you go to a show or you go to Love Park to skate back in the day, there'd be like so many different, white, black, Spanish, Asian, there's everything. And you just, you don't even know racism like that. It's like never existed. So it's just like everybody's boys, everybody comes in, trains, just like you go to a show. You know what I mean? Everybody comes in, everybody has a good time. And who were the people that got lumped up at shows? People who were there for the wrong reasons.
Right.
So same thing for jiu-jitsu. You come in acting like a knucklehead, you know what I mean? And you're there for the wrong reason. Usually you're going to leave in a bad way. Right. So the parallels are very similar, definitely.
Yeah. Hardcore is a tough place, man, to grow up in, but there's also some fakes there, man, and you can get your way through it. And that's the thing I always loved about jiu-jitsu is you couldn't fake your way through it. You know what I mean?
You can't navigate your way through this without testing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's it.
The truth is on the mat. Once you get down there, once you start training, like, if you're not a black belt, you're wearing a black belt or any belt for that matter, and you're training, you're going to get tested. And if you're not that, you're not that. That's
right. Bro, you play in a band, bro. You sing in a band. Your band's Guillotine. They played This Is Hardcore Fest. If you guys don't know about This Is Hardcore, check out This Is Hardcore. My boys Code Orange headlined it last time. I know your student Joe is like the guy, man. He puts it on. Everyone involved in hardcore knows about this fest. And man, tell us about your band a little bit, man, because
Guillotine's on a little hiatus right now. We all got a little burnout. I mean, it was only new, but we all had our jobs. I had 2 jobs, and we all have and we did some lineup changes and some things I weren't feeling. But it's funny you said that, because me, Travis, and Colin, a few of us were all talking like, you know what, we want to put some new music together. We kind of want to start fresh. So that's something we put out there a little bit now, like to each other, like we're kind of all talking and like putting some ideas together. So hopefully we can find some time and put some new music together and get something crazy. We're not going to concentrate on playing too many shows, I guess. You know what I mean? But like, This Is Hardcore was fun. Hey, the Code Orange guys are sick, man. Those are good dudes. And their new record is very hard, very different. And if people want a different flavor, they need to check it out, man. It's very good.
And man, they're legit at jiu-jitsu, man. I promise that. They're legit jiu-jitsu guys. They're not joking around. They're not doing the easy celebrity rounds.
Nah.
They all got together in their little rat house, dude, and they came and got extra mats from the gym, and they're still training, quarantined in their house, just training every day. Like,
I can attest to
those guys, man. Yeah,
I can attest that no celebrity rounds coming from those guys are coming hard. Forearming me in my throat and busting my face. They're training with those boys. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
They're coming after.
I got a Code Orange special for those guys next time they come to Philly. You know what I mean?
That's it. So hey, bro. Thank you so much for chatting with us. You got anyone you want to shout out? Let us know what's going on, your sponsors, anything you want to let the people know?
Yeah, I've been with Show Your Roll since day one. So shout out to Show Your Roll, always taking care of me. Pitchfork, what's up? My boys from Pitchfork Hardware, they've been supporting me forever too. Foci Industries, support me forever. Monkey Tape, support me since they kicked off. Who else? I think that's
some heavy hitters right there.
Oh, the Duke's Barber Company, always keeping me fresh up top. All right, we've been in quarantine, so I'm not too fresh right now. Vito at Acupuncture off abroad, and Greenberg Chiropractic. Those guys are always keeping me healthy too. And shout out to my staff at BJJ United, always holding it down, and all my students and all my affiliates. That's what's up. Just around the world, holding it down. Purebred Guam, what's up? Ready before we go, before we grow. Top 3 quarantine music right now. We already shouted out Code Orange. What do you think? Top 3 for me? We got to go Madball. We got to go Wisdom in Chains,
bro.
And we got to go.
I'm hard on Crown of Thorns right now.
Oh, you're going Crown of Thorns? Trademark Blues John right there.
Yeah, dude, the Juggernaut, man. Because I watched I heard about Danny Diablo's beef on Twitter with this kid. This beef.
I saw that.
And, this kid doesn't know, dude. Like he can't go to New York City no more, man. People don't know he's like Lord Ezek runs it, man. That is his city, bro. And so I've been heavy on that, like pretending that dude's my friend, like listening to
Crown of
Starhead and
mentally
Crown of
vexed.
Thorns.
Like, I love Crown of Thorns.
Oh,
all right,
man, so good.
So Madball, Wisdom, we go a little Crown of Thorns, and I've been big on Killing Time right now. I've been went back on Killing Time. So
I actually have the Raw Dio demo on vinyl, bro. That's a classic.
Sick. All right, we gotta keep these people informed.
That's what's up, man. Go listen to Crown of Thorns. Big respect Danny Diablo, man. I need Danny on the show, bro.
All right, I'll see you guys.
See you. Thank you,
Thanks,
Jared.
Jared.
All right, peace.
Peace.